I was on my computer and I decided that it'd be a good idea to go camping today. So I went into Autumn's room, and yes, I did change the girls' names. And I picked up Lily and I put Autumn in her wheelchair. And then we went through into Lily's room and we grabbed the suitcases, but we did that off camera. Then once we got everyone's suitcases, we went into Autumn's room and put her suitcase on the ground, and so we are going to start packing her bag. We put in a coat, a dungarees, her PJs, and a warm outfit. We're not going for that long, but I did pack quite a lot. Then we put in a bow, and we put in toothbrushes and stuff in a separate bag. Then I told her to pick out what she wanted to bring, teddy-wise, but she brought like this whole box, so we didn't put it in her suitcase. And she also brought her iPad and she put that in her suitcase. I got Lily her own little backpack and I put in some baby powder, some tissues and a few nappies because we weren't going to be there for very long, so I didn't want to overpack. I also brought one of her favourite toys and her favourite stuffed animal to sleep with, and then we took it downstairs and started packing. So I headed downstairs and I set up a movie for the girls to watch TV. Then in a separate bag I put in all of our toothbrushes, but Chase is actually on a business trip, so I didn't pack any of his stuff because he obviously wasn't coming. Some soap and sunscreen, even though we probably didn't need it. I did pack some essential oils for the girls' skin. My suitcase actually got full, so I had to close it up and just put the rest of my stuff in my suitcase. I packed a coat, pyjamas, and an outfit for the next day. And that was pretty much it. I very lightly pack. I normally really overpack. But I got Chase's suitcase out by accident, so I just had to leave it in the room. And then I went to put our suitcases by the door and our bags and stuff, and we have a lot of bags. So I went and opened the door and I started to bring all the bags outside, closer to the car because the car is literally just outside the gate, and so it was easier for us and we didn't have to keep going in and out of the house. I also packed my actual handbag and put everything in that I needed, but I kept that with me instead of putting it outside. I didn't have anything on that backpack though, so I don't know why I brought it. And then I went through and turned the movie off for the girls, which they weren't too happy about. And then we had to drive to the campsite. It took a while. We also brought Rufus as well. So we got that and we bought this camp starter pack and we set it down, and I decided to get all the tents out. We had like 3 tents I think, but we only needed 2. So I put them out, but they kept like moving by accident. Then I tested it out and it was pretty comfy. I had to move the tents closer to each other though because they were just like in the way of other people. Then I put our stuff near the tents and we went to explore the outside area a little bit. And because Autumn is in a wheelchair, bless her, it was really hard, and I actually fell in the water while trying to help her across the bridge, but it was fine because I didn't get really wet. And then we found this little area with lots of animals. It was so cute, and I picked her a flower because she really wanted to pick some flowers. And it doesn't look really like a flower on camera, but it is a really cool flower. And there was like this sloth snake thing, and there was another puppy. We found another puppy. It was so cute. And her wheelchair got caught in some mud, so I had to help her out of it. Then we went over to the water bit, and there was a trail. So we picked up all of the bones that we found and put them all in a pile. They were fake bones, by the way, they weren't real. And we saw this fake sloth thing, and it was pretty cool. And there were like loads of cool animals here to see as well, but they didn't harm you. And then we went back to our camp bit, and I had to really carefully help Autumn across the bridge again. This time I didn't fall though. And I accidentally had to move one of the tents. Then I decided to get dinner set up, and we got like these burrito things in a cooler that we bought, so we didn't have to make any food. And Autumn got stuck behind the tent. She keeps getting stuck everywhere here, so I had to put the tent away because she kept getting stuck, and I gave her her food and she ate it really quick. And you might be wondering why this is tragic. Well, Autumn dropped her flower in the lake by accident, and so she went to wheel into it, and her wheelchair nearly fell in the water, so I had to quickly move her before she fell in the water. And then I fell in the water and got Lily and my whole handbag wet, and I was absolutely shocked, but Autumn found it really funny, and so did I in the end. So we did some fishing, and I actually caught a fish, and it was a very nice, beautiful fish, but we did put it back and free it in the end. Autumn, then she decided to go on the bridge again, and then she fell in the water, and I was so shocked, and she started crying, so I had to quickly grab my phone, and I literally chucked everything, and I called an ambulance. And while they were on their way, I had to put Lily on the grass, and I had to pick her up out of the water and wheel her to safety. And I was searching for her bag, and I put on her warm clothes for her because her other clothes were wet. And I accidentally got her iPad out, but then she wanted to play on it, so I let her. I grabbed Lily, and I grabbed all of our stuff we bought, and I shoved everything into the box, and I grabbed Rufus. He sat in my bag for some reason, and then we had to quickly go to where the ambulance was. The doctor wheeled her out to me once she'd finished being operated on, and it turns out she was actually alright. There was just a lot of water that got into her broken leg, so they had to just disinfect it and everything like that. But she was free to go home, but she just had to take some medicines, so I was super happy. And so we went home, but we did have to get the medicines from the pharmacy at Tesco, but we didn't film it. So that is our tragic camp story, and we are never going to be going camping again after this. So yeah. Thank you for watching this mini-series. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments if you would like more little series like this, because I did really enjoy making it.